All right, part two of episode 36. We're still here with Philip Murphy, the what?
I am the U.S. Ambassador to Germany.
All right. Let's talk about some cultural differences between Germany and America. You said you were living in Germany before you got ambassador.
Yeah.
What did you learn from the country before you became the ambassador?
Well, you learn almost instantly that there's an enormous friendship and relationship between Germany and America, and that we're a lot more alike than we are different.
Are we?
Yeah, I think there's no question. And there are a couple of reasons for that. First of all, if you look at the American population, there are about 313 million Americans. The biggest single block of heritage, or Hintergrund, in America is German.
Really?
Yeah. So that's, people will give you very different estimates, 40, 50, 60, 70 million. You hear those numbers thrown around. So we literally are like each other for good reason. Secondly, because of the very unique history of Germany in the second half of the 20th century, we have had millions of members of our military and their families living in Germany since World War II. The estimate is over 16 million. So you've got all these...
Seriously?
Yeah, you've got all these Americans with meaningful history in Germany, in our military. We used to have dozens of America houses. So we know each other really well. There aren't a lot of surprises.
What is an American house?
America House was a phenomenally successful notion during, broadly speaking, the Cold War. These were open, basically, institutions around Germany. There was a very famous one in West Berlin. And you could go in and they would put on programs to tell you about what was going on in America. Oh. You could read about America. There were libraries, showed movies. Okay. They did a lot of cultural stuff. So it was a way to give Germans a real sense of what America was about. So as I say, I think there aren't a whole lot of surprises. You know, cuisine may be a little bit different.
Is there anything you like German cuisine?
I'll tell you
Some
what.
Schnitzel?
Yeah, we love schnitzel. Our kids, if you say to our kids, okay, well, let's have some special meals this week, what will they do? They'll ask for schnitzel. In the winter, it's not German, but we do it a lot more here than we do it back home. We do some fondue. Oh. And the big one is on Sunday. We just did this Sunday. I ran the half marathon with my wife. Weisswurst and Weissbier.
You ran.
I ran. And my wife did as well.
Did you finish?
Absolutely. Best time we've ever had, I might add, with great, ich bin sehr stolz.
Tell me about it. And
157,
and
28.
Remember, don't lie? You remember you remember Paul Ryan?
I can't, this is stuff you can look up these days, man. You can't do that. I think 157, 28.
Not bad.
Which for us, first time, it's the third half marathon, the first full, we've run one full, 3 halves. It's our best time. Very happy.
Not bad, not bad.
But we came back to the house, took a shower, had Weisswurst and Weissbier.
How do you like that? I don't like it.
Oh, I love it. You love it. We love it. Our kids love it. Get that sweet mustard. Oh, fantastic.
You can hunt me with that.
Okay, I won't. Next time you come over, I won't serve it, I promise.
Okay. You were mentioning the military. The American military, is it still here in Germany?
Yes, they are, but not in Berlin.
Why? Why is that?
Different reason than it used to be. Used to be, obviously, we were here in the Cold War to protect Western Europe, right, to protect Germany in case of an invasion. Today, God sei Dank, we're here for different reasons.
What are these reasons?
The reasons really are to train with our allies and to get to know each other better in an environment, in a safe environment like Germany, so that when we have to go to places like Afghanistan together, and we have thousands of U.S. troops, by the way, under German command in Afghanistan, along with a lot of other nationalities, if you can train together uprange, you're a lot more likely to be successful with fewer casualties downrange. And we see enormous benefits from that. We don't have anywhere near the number of troops than we used to have, but it's still very, very important. Germany is a fantastic host country and partner for us.
I remember, I think Ramstein is like the central army base.
Yep, it's an Air Force. Ramstein continues to be a very important center for us. It is also adjacent, next town over from the Landstuhl Medical Center, which is the place that our wounded soldiers, and I might add wounded Allied soldiers, are typically flown to first to get stabilized before they're flown onward. So Germany's a really important place for us.
Talking about the military and politics, like 2 episodes ago, I was talking to a military expert, and he told me not only about North Korea, but about the states who have the nuclear bomb, and America has it, and they told me that Germany has it actually too, and because there's the bombs are Germany has them here located somewhere, America has to give the green light, has to give the go ahead. And I remember our foreign minister Westerwelle, he actually wants to get rid of those bombs in Germany. Why does America not help out there? Why do you guys still need it here?
Oh, I think we've been we don't ever talk about where things are or they're not.
Of course not. But the fact is that they're here.
But as a general statement about nuclear weapons, the seminal speech over the past 4 years about nuclear weapons and the need to pursue a world someday where there are no nuclear weapons was delivered by Barack Obama.
Yes, I remember.
So we are, this administration is all for making progress. And in fact, a couple of years ago now, we signed quite successfully with Russia a new, what they call START treaty, which was a further reduction in nuclear weapons. But the president in Prague laid out a very clear vision that his aspiration is to see someday a nuclear weapon-free world. And in fact, when he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 2009, the citation referred specifically to that speech and that objective of the president. So.
That brings me to the next point. Why does America why don't they advocate that? I mean, North Korea is they have the bomb and they're madmen. Why does America not say, okay, why not get rid of all bombs so we're not afraid anymore? We don't have to be afraid of any state anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, America would still have the biggest army in the world.
Let's put North Korea aside for a minute, because that's really what they say and what they claim versus what the reality is. It's very hard to know.
They say they have the bomb, but we don't know.
I'm not smart enough to know, honestly. But they say a lot of things, as you've seen over the past few weeks, and a lot of it is very dangerous and unnecessary. So let's hope that cooler heads prevail on North Korea and this thing, that they realize that this is not a sensible path to be going on. As a general matter, again, I refer to President Obama. He was very clear. There's a great speech. He gave it in Prague, I think in April of 2009. And he laid out a vision for a nuclear weapon-free world. And he's very proud of that, as he should be.
He's proud of his vision, or
he's proud of the vision, but also we've made progress.
Are there any accomplishments
Absolutely.
besides the treaty, the reduction?
But the treaty's a big one, because Russia and the U.S. have the two largest stockpiles. Mm-hmm. So that's a big step. And we've also made a lot of progress in securing nuclear materials that might have been used for civilian use, say for a nuclear reactor, that were no longer being used, to make sure the world has a better handle on the nuclear stockpile. Mm-hmm. So I think there's a lot of progress that's been made. Clearly, we have to do a lot more, and we will.
Okay. Last question. How long are you going to stay ambassador?
I don't know.
Do you know that? Could you get called back anytime?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Sure, you serve at the pleasure of the president. Sure, but I don't know. My guess is, if you looked at the precedent and other ambassadors who've been in positions like mine, my guess is that we'll be going back sometime over the next year. But we don't know yet, and Thilo, you will be the first to know, buddy. How's that sound?
That sounds great. All right, I'm going to count on that.
There you go.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.